Hey guys, hello. Okay. Hi, hi everybody who is joining. Today our guest is Jaydeep Sarkar. Uh, I guess you guys have seen Feels Like Ishq, that Netflix anthology. Particularly the part Ishq Mastana. It is the last one in the series. It is brilliant. I can't tell you enough about it. Hi Priya, we will add you guys later on. We'll take your questions. First, we will converse with him. We'll talk to him about the movie and everything. Then we'll take questions from you guys. Hi Anne, thank you for joining. So, I guess you all of you know him already. You can always write me like whether you have you have seen the movie or not seen the movie. He has earlier been a script writer, screenplay writer, and what is this thing? I don't know. I have to hide like. Okay, okay. So we'll just wait for 2-3 minutes and 8:30 we'll add him. Meanwhile, we can talk. Anybody if wants to come live and want to say something like their 1-2 minute, we can just have him to say hi. Okay. What is wrong with my Instagram? Nobody has joined it yet. People are joining. Okay. Okay. And here is our guest has joined. Let's send him request to join. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hey, hi, hi, hi. I
Uh,
joined a little early to check if this thing was working, but it's a little
okay.
early, so we can just kill time for a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Let people come. Okay.
Oh
So
wow, my friends are
actually,
joining. Shubhra,
I can.
the writer of the film, is joined. Vivek is here.
Yeah.
Janice is here. What? I've never done this before.
Yeah. How is she, by the way? I heard she has COVID. She's
Who?
COVID positive or something. Subhra, I don't know. I've been through her story. Virus. She has been
No, no, no,
posting
no,
like,
no.
you know.
No, no, no. She's double vaccinated. She's fine. She has, I think, laryngitis. Uh, she's saying
Okay.
hello
Oh,
with sunlight,
okay.
but she's all under control, is what she told me last.
Great.
Yeah, no, no, she doesn't have COVID. Thankfully, she doesn't have COVID.
Okay.
All good with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Rajesh. I'm
Hi,
editor of Line
Rajesh.
of View.
Hi, hi, Rajesh.
Uh,
Nice to meet you.
Same here, sir. Actually, the thing is, I wanted to talk to you, but I think this conversation is going to about like me complimenting you over Ishq Mastana. Like,
No, oh, I'm always ready for that, but no, no, we must chat. I'm so happy to know you like the film. You wrote a lovely piece as well. That was so sweet. Yeah, it
yeah,
really means a lot.
I, actually, the thing about anthology is like you see all six in a series. So you
Did
watch that in
did
flow, and Ishq Mastana is sixth one.
Yeah,
Like, it was good, but later
thank
on,
you.
like, Like it ages very well with me particularly. Like whenever I think about the song, about the dialogues, they are very well written. The characters.
So sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I think that's actually a very big compliment if a film can sort of stay with you and, it lingers for a bit. I think the music has really resonated really well. So I'm
Yes,
really, really happy about
yeah.
that. And
I want to see that full song. That should be like in male and female version. It should be full fledged.
yeah, I hope it's out soon. I hope it's out soon. I don't know what the marketing plan for the music is, but
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So it has been recorded full, right? Uh,
Yes, yes, yes. It's been.
okay,
Why is
great.
Skand making me conscious and saying love Jaydeep's hair? Skand, you're making me conscious. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Amar.
Like the character Kabir, the way it has been written, like the development of the character, typical South Delhi boy, and that
Are you from
finding
Delhi?
himself. Like, yeah, I'm from Delhi. I'm from South Delhi.
Oh, oh, okay, okay, okay. So I also grew up in Delhi,
Uh,
and you've caught it right because the film is shot in Bombay, but it was actually imagined in Delhi.
yeah, I can understand the references to JNU and the protest
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, yeah.
So it was absolutely like brilliant to have that kind of character development in like some 25 minutes.
Yeah. No, I mean
But
I know a lot of people like Kabir, and it's so it's not like Kabir really changed in the end. It's not like Kabir becomes a revolutionary. He's going to probably,
yeah,
go back to his same friends and his same life. But for a moment, two sides, both sides just pause and listen to each other. And it's the story of just that moment.
right. Uh, the dialogues, like the transition that, particularly that when Meher said, "I don't do this to change the world, I do it for me," like that, so that the world doesn't change me.
Yeah, yeah. No, the dialogues of the film have really, really resonated really well.
Yes.
And we've been seeing posts from people who are interpreting it in a different way.
Right.
Um, you know, contextualizing with their lives. There was a lovely post on Instagram the other day where someone was planting a sapling and they said, "I don't do it to change the world. I do it so the world doesn't change me." It is so fulfilling. It is so lovely. It is such an amazing thing. आप कमरे में बैठ के me, Shubhra, and Ira, we sat and we wrote the film, and then suddenly people are quoting from it, and it's touching lives. And honestly, that's what we wanted from this film. This is a very deeply
That's
personal
nice.
film for all of us. Everyone, from the writers to the actors to the DOP, Siddharth Diwan, Manas Mittal, who edited the film. It's a very, very deeply personal film. So when it touches people, and it touches people in a very essential, deep place, it's a very fulfilling feeling because, and you इस फिल्म के जरिए हम सिर्फ एक चीज नहीं हम बहुत कुछ बोलना चाह रहे हैं. If you see the visualscape
Right.
of the film and everything, we're trying to say a lot, and when people catch on to that, it's quite lovely.
Absolutely is. Even like very casual dialogues that has been written, like it is so realistic. Like that South Delhi feel is there. Uh, Whenever Kabir's friend is dropping him to meet Meher,
Yeah,
that discussion is so casual, but like it's so real. Like you
yeah,
can imagine like people talking like
yeah.
that. Like this is so
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've had friends like this, yeah. And I still have friends like this. In fact, I can be like that when he says, and like that whole thing of where he's, giving gyan about sex and he says, "तूने तो खुद कभी sex किया नहीं है," you know.
right.
And the driver says,
And then the entire
yeah, yeah, and then the driver says कि क्या बात कर रहे हो? गौरव भैया वर्जिन है एंड देन तुम बड़े शेर हो क्यों शेर ज्यादा मतलब कोई तुक नहीं है. इट्स लाइक टिपिकल चौड़ा
yeah.
चौड़े बन रहे हैं
But
दिल्ली में बड़ी गाड़ी चला
particular
रहे हैं. It's so Delhi. It's
particularly
so Delhi.
particularly that line after that, क्या क्या भैया शेर बहुत सेक्स करते हैं. After that, that absolutely like cracking.
Yeah, yeah. So Ira, who wrote the dialogues, is from Delhi, and I'm from Delhi. But we
Okay.
met in Bombay, and we connected really on this Delhi connection. Yeah, South Delhi is a mood. South
Yes.
Delhi is a mood.
Right.
South
Yeah.
Delhi is a vibe, like full on. So
Yes. Absolutely.
वो हमने भर भर के डाला फिल्म में.
Yeah. Yeah. uh, I'm seeing loads of comment. Like I can't ignore like nails. Like they are beautiful.
Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Prithvi. Thank you so much. How sweet. Lots of hearts and all coming. This is my first time doing this. I am a Insta live version.
Great to have that honor. So so how did it start? Like process of this Ishq Mastana.
Oh, so Seher and Shivani, who are thanks, man. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm not going to read this. ये heckle कर रहे हैं यार मेरे दोस्त लोग. Uh, but no, so Seher and Shivani, who produced this, they reached out. They had this anthology that they were going to make, and it was a beautiful idea because we were going through a very. This is in the beginning, March, April of 2020, when the whole lockdown hit. And I personally was watching a lot of light content because the world was so hectic. I started watching Schitt's Creek and stuff like that. And they said, we want to make love stories, and it wasn't too much of a commitment. It was not like the full show. It was like making a 25-minute
Yeah.
film. And I really got excited by the idea of being able to tell a love story. That was like very
Yeah.
interesting because I think the world needs a lot of reassurance right now because there's just so much that is bleak around us and मतलब actually अगर देखो सब तितर बितर होके गिर रहा है but उसके बीच में अगर आप प्यार की बात कर दो तो वो मुझे बड़ा exciting लगा and then thought of a story set in a protest because going back to again I'm from Delhi so I also love the idea of like love in a crowd, like दो लोगों को
Yes.
जब एक भीड़ में प्यार हो जाता है जो स्वानंद ने लिखा था हजारों
Yeah.
ख्वाहिशें में इस सयानी भीड़ में बस हाथों में तेरा हाथ हो it's so romantic
Yeah.
so so चीजें बनती गई and then Seher and Shivani I narrated something to them they really liked it they shared it with Netflix really liked it and sort of we somehow all of us wanted to say the same things through this particular film. If you see the anthology, it has very diverse, very different,
Exactly.
very different
I
films. But
wanted to say that, like, was it like it has almost all genre of love stories. If you see, like, bride is running away from the wedding, and then there is a queer love story. Then there is a middle class love story
yeah,
intro. Then there is which one is the second?
there is the
Like
star
teenage crush.
host, which is
Teenage
quarantine.
crush,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Then self-discovery with star host, and then there is set in a poetic drama. So it's like way too diverse.
I really think what they wanted to do with this show as well is to make a relevant show, a show which you see 20 years later, and you can say, oh, this is what it was to be young in 2020,
Yeah,
2021. So you're talking about the quarantine. You're talking about obviously bringing the LGBTQ narrative into the mainstream with She Loves Me, She Loves Me Not. This is actually it's echoing what the youth in the country is today. But then again, the young the young population is not a homogeneous thing. There are different kinds of
right.
young people, So then you need different stories, and then hopefully season two will have other stories and other themes that they touch upon. So so yeah, so I think the stories reflect the world that we live in. It's a very diverse world that we live in. all voices need representation, all stories need to be told. So, like one story, one film talks about the pandemic, the other talks about protest. One film talks about,
Yes.
these new age jobs of wedding planners and an Instagram influencer, which was Radhika
Right.
Maddan's character. So
Right.
interesting.
Yeah.
And then another talks about an advertising agency where, you know, a, 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 a lesbian girl is falling in love for a bisexual girl.
Yes.
A bisexual girl is falling in love with a lesbian girl. So, these are all relevant. This is all India. These are so many different shades of the country we live in. So, and it's great that all the films are different and diverse, yeah. अगर किसी और ने भी protest love story बना दी थी तो फिर तो मतलब
Jaydeep, can I just have a pause?
yeah,
Just.
sure.
Yes. Okay, tell him आपने मुझे बता दिया है, I will join later. ठीक है, मैं बाद में आता हूँ. Okay. Sure. Thank you. Sorry.
No problem. I know it's tough to work from home, yeah. It's really tough to work
Yeah.
from home. It's true.
Like
दिल्ली में
we have
बारिश
no
हो रही है
time
मैंने
in
सुना
Florida.
बहुत.
Yes. Like that's like Bombay. It is every day. Delhi, like it's.
नहीं, but दिल्ली में बारिश होती है ना, गीली मिट्टी की खुशबू आती है. बॉम्बे में बारिश होती है तो कीचड़ की खुशबू आती है. Sorry, I love Bombay, but I will always be in love with Delhi. Delhi is my first love.
Okay, thanks for being on my side in this Delhi Bombay debate that I didn't even start.
No, I'm not on any side. I'm not on any side. Shit, no. Let's not change this. Yeah.
So even like I heard your that podcast with Cyrus sometime back.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. I couldn't watch that. Like that was about some series coming out.
No, so that was, so I am an advertising filmmaker. I make ad films by day,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that's my job. Like 7 years, I've been doing advertising films, and I made a film for Times of India, which was called Out and Proud, and that sort of traveled and did very, very well, and got a lot of love. So Cyrus had invited me on his podcast to chat about that project.
Okay. Actually, maybe that's your forte. That's why, like, telling so much in 20 minutes, like you have been shooting ads.
Yeah, 20. I am used to saying things in 30 seconds. So 22
Right,
minutes
yes.
was like a luxury for me. I was like, kya main bol raha hu isme?
Speaking of luxury, like you have been working with like Anurag Kashyap, like
Yeah, I started
I
my career with him. Yeah.
he was talking when he was shooting Bombay Velvet, like he was saying like I'm very used to of like low budget. This is like super luxury. Now I'm getting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how is it working with him?
How was it working
Like
with
how?
Anurag?
Yes.
Yeah, working with Anurag is like working with a child. Jay is here, Jay Mehta
Oh.
is here, and Jay has also assisted. I just saw Jay come in. Jay has also assisted Anurag. Anurag is just like filled with so much energy and so much passion for storytelling and filmmaking. Like working with him, his office was like a year-round film festival because he has like DVDs lining the walls, and if you're assisting him, you can just take out any DVD, watch the movie. He has so much. He's like a child. He's really like a child, and it's just infectious. His energy, it's infectious.
I never imagined like Anurag Kashyap as a child, like somebody who is describing in that way.
No. I mean, he is everything that he is. But when I moved from Delhi and I started working with him, it really felt like it was just like an extension of college. We just to all spend days together. And we would cook in the same house. It was a house and an office and everything. It was like working with Anurag was like being in a wedding where everyone dil jaan se everyone is into it. It's not a job. You're not coming to
Delhi
work.
wedding. Delhi wedding, if I may add.
Yeah, I mean, any wedding, yeah. Say, nahi, nahi, abhi now you are doing the Delhi Bombay. Any wedding.
Okay. So, what is like after Ishq Mastana, what is your next project or something you are working on already?
So, I'm deep down in a writer's room right now and I'm having lots of fun. And that's something that I can't talk about much right now because, you know, it's all very nascent, and ideas ban rahi hai, pak rahi hai. So, matlab, when I'm ready, I'll be able to share more information with you. But right now, I am bang in the middle of a writer's room,
Okay.
which I'm really, really enjoying and working with really
Like
fun people.
we
So,
would love to see something soon. Like we can respond to comments like there have been now many if you want.
oh, okay. How to see? 1 second. What was your first project? My first project. Gulal. Yeah, it
Oh,
was Gulal. When I moved from Delhi, I worked on the pre-production of Gulal. We did one leg of the shoot, then the shoot got sort of, pushed, and then at that time, I started working on Chameli. So the first full film that I worked on was Chameli.
okay.
Yeah.
So you have you written like you have written few scripts also, right? For few movies.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah. 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 I've written Shaurya, I've written Khoya Khoya Chand, I've written a film called Das Dev, written some stuff for television, I've written a show called Remix. I've written
okay.
and showrun a show called Ishan for Disney. So across genres, from Sudhir Mishra to Disney, I've sort of written a lot.
Okay.
Uh, but over the last 7 years, I've been doing advertising, and I've been loving advertising. I just love the challenges of telling a story in 30 seconds, and also like every 15 days, the flavor changes. You're delving into a new world.
Right.
It's quite lovely.
So you'll be directing more, like more of movies,
Yeah, 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 absolutely, yeah.
real time soon.
मतलब
I mean,
हाँ.
I mean, like, I just want to know, like, you
Skans
real soon,
Thakur,
like,
we love you, Skans Thakur.
same I,
Oh,
Jaydeep
विवेक
Sarkar.
विवेक तजुजा यार आप तो मेरे साथ इंस्टा लाइव कर नहीं रहे हो यार. Yeah, Vivek is in that Times Out and Proud campaign, which won us many awards, and he is the true star, and I love him too much. ऐसे हो जाता है क्या मतलब इंटरव्यू में फ्रेंड्स भी आ जाते हैं और फिर मतलब ये मजा आ रहा है
Yeah,
मुझे ये इंस्टा
absolutely,
लाइव आई कुड डू दिस फॉर
absolutely.
अ
Like,
व्हाइल.
pe- people will keep on commenting. You can, like, they can ask
Amazing,
questions, they can
amazing.
just respond.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Good fun, good fun. And then what are the other questions? How do we see? Oh wow, this is like I feel so
Uh,
old now suddenly.
uh,
What was your first project? तो मैंने बोल दिया. Yeah. Oh, Jahan, you're
the,
too sweet. Jahan is there. Jahan and I are colleagues from long ago. She worked on Ishan with me. There's something that's. I love you,
hard
Jay.
worker.
So sweet. Oh, Jay, your show Scam was like one of the best things I saw last year. Probably the best thing
Yeah,
I saw last year.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I want your line.
On my line. Which line? Your line. They're talking
I
to
don't
you,
know.
I think, Rajan.
Maybe
I don't
line
know. Are
of
they talking
you.
to
I
me?
have maybe.
Oh, line of you.
Oh. Uh,
Great. Super. So, now what do we do? People are just.
so,
Huh.
like just complimenting. That's what I told you in the
So
beginning
sweet.
itself. Like
Yeah. A lot of
it,
them are my
it is.
friends. A lot of them are my friends. And I feel loved. So loved right now. It's amazing.
Uh, so, like the genre of the movie, like it's a politics and like poetic. That the mix of it, like it was the idea in the beginning, or like how did it develop? I just want to understand the process, if you can share. Like, what was like beginning of the Ishq Mastana? Like, it was like
In this,
poetic.
yeah, sorry. No, I mean, मतलब इनकलाब तो पोइट्री है ना मतलब I mean you have to feel a surge of passion to be able to do something you know uh, for your country or feel a certain kind of thing uh, so yeah, so I mean for me it's not two separate things, politics, poetry, romance. Like some people on Twitter I read recently, अरे इसने लव स्टोरी प्रोटेस्ट में कैसे सेट कर दी, मतलब प्रोटेस्ट को ये Bollywood has what Bollywood has appropriated or
Oh my God.
something about protest. यार पर तुम जाके देखो, a protest is not one thing. You go to
Right.
a
Yeah, they
protest,
are
it's
people.
so many things. There are people वहाँ पे खाने के
Yeah.
स्टॉल लग रहे हैं, वहाँ पे लाइब्रेरीज है, वहाँ पे
Yeah.
बच्चे आर्ट बना रहे हैं, वहाँ पे नारे भी लग रहे हैं, वहाँ पे लोग जा रहे हैं, लोगों को प्यार भी
Ex
हो रहा है, इतना कुछ ये कॉन्स्टेंट। या और मेरी फिल्म देखने के बाद they are trying to bracket protest as one thing where the film itself says life is not this or that,
Right.
uh,
Right.
a,
Basically, yes.
a protest can be romantic and a protest is romantic. If you're not feeling anything from your heart, then what the hell are you doing at a protest?
Precisely,
So
yes.
I think people are so vulnerable, in situations like this. वहां पे तो प्यार बहुत आसानी से होगा यार. And so it was very natural to set a love story in a protest. And love story अगर cafe में हो रहा है या love story अगर वादियों में हो रहा है and all, वो तो मतलब doesn't interest me. It's
Okay. That has been like done, overdone, and done again
हाँ
to
मतलब
mainstream.
मेरा वैसा टेस्ट नहीं है, मतलब मुझे नहीं पसंद.
Fair enough. Like, uh, we are glad that आपको पसंद नहीं है.
I'm glad that आप देख रहे हो ताकि मैं बना सकूं. But no, it's really a privilege to be heard. So I'm really happy that this idea of setting a love story in a protest has really found resonance and echoed with people. That is actually really fulfilling and really really touching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
क्योंकि
it's
यार
real.
हाँ,
Like,
sorry आप बोलो. नहीं आप बोलो.
because it's real. Like, whatever may be like the backdrop of the movie, there are people, and they will have human emotions, and like that will be like full-fledged human emotion. That can be anything, like love or jealousy or whatever, all at once. Like,
Yeah.
nobody like have one single emotion.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Yeah, life is very complex. It's not, you can't simplify
yeah,
things. And also, like in terms of a setting, try to set something in a world it doesn't belong in. Then the drama will be that much
right.
more. If set a story in a world that it naturally belongs in and you don't defy expectations, then how will you say new things? Otherwise, so,
Yeah.
लड़का लड़की स्लो मोशन में वादियों में तो भागे जा रहे हैं सालों से यार, सेंचुरी से भाग रहे हैं
Yeah.
वादियों में स्लो मोशन में यार. और मतलब उसमें मैं क्या कर लूंगा जहां मतलब इतने बड़े बड़े दिग्गजों ने बनाया है प्यार की कहानियां in certain settings and things like that. What are we bringing to the table? What is reflecting our times? What is what is so 2021 about the stories we're telling? What is so India about the stories we're telling? So yeah.
It's
आप क्या साइड में
just a
कुछ
second.
प्रेजेंटेशन भी कर रहे हो, कुछ आपका जूम मीटिंग भी चल रही है?
No, I just texted from my laptop that I'll be coming in next 20 minutes.
Okay. But we can wrap now, na? In another 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, we'll take few questions if anybody has it, and just like we do it for the sake of doing it, and I also want to know that, like your favorites.
In the
Uh,
sense,
i-
like Karan Johar does. Like what? Like favorite what?
no, absolutely not. We will not want you to compare things like your favorite director that inspires,
Oh,
like,
that is very tough. Yeah, you like other so many different directors for so many different things. Uh, I don't know. One person. I think for me would be Woody Allen. His work is something that hugely problematic personal life.
yeah,
It's very hard to separate art and the artist. But that said, I will be dishonest if I don't say that his cinema is not something that
yeah.
inspires me. So I've really loved Woody Allen's work.
Somebody in Bollywood, because that will resonate with the people who are
Oh, from the Bollywood or India? Indian film industry. Indian
India,
film
India,
industry.
yeah, Indian, yeah, Indian, yeah,
So I like, I really think Chaitanya Tamhane is like an institution. He's such a brilliant filmmaker. I loved Court, I loved Disciple, and I love Zoya Akhtar's work. I
yeah,
love Zoya Akhtar's work. I love it. It's so brilliant. I loved Luck
yeah.
by
Nobody
Chance.
makes
I
like,
loved, yeah, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. I loved that film.
yeah. Nobody can tell urban love stories, urban stories like her. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and everyone can tell. Oh, no, but like Gully Boy, it's an urban story, but it's
yeah,
yeah, what a film, stunning.
right. Uh, in fact, everyone, even Luck by Chance, that didn't do much well in box office, but what a movie that was.
Oh, yeah, most of the good films don't do well at the box office, so that's why OTT platforms are so liberating and amazing.
Yeah,
Friday को मतलब you don't have to worry. आपको जाके
for
गैलेक्सी के
screens.
सामने
Yeah,
खड़े होके देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, which we've done for films, and yeah, the pressure of box office is like too much.
right. So, and like favorite hero, actor, actress, anybody you want to work like, or somebody like in Indian cinema.
Indian cinema only. So many. Fahad Fasil,
Wow.
Ishan Khattar, uh, Gaurav Adarsh,
That,
uh, you know. But I've been very lucky. Like, actually, honestly, I've worked with two powerhouses, Konkona and Tilotama, in the film that I made,
yeah,
Nantara's Necklace.
I watched that short film, Nayantara's Necklace.
Ah, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, so there are lots of people, lots of different people. I just saw The White Tiger, and I was totally blown by how good Gaurav Adarsh is in
Yeah,
that film. But so many people, yeah,
that was
Fahad
brilliant.
Fasil and Ishan Khattar also. I
Malik,
mean, Suitable
yeah,
Boy, he was so lovely and vulnerable. Yeah. Actors ही बोले ना मैंने तिलोत्तमा and Konkona भी बोला, and Tanya and Skand, of course. अपने बच्चों का नाम मैं पहले भूल गया, but Tanya and Skand, of course, both of them are so precious, and it's just been such a great experience for me to be able to write something and just hand it over to these really intuitive and sensitive people. Both Tanya and Skand, they feel so much. They're both, I think that is their superpower in a sense, because, they get moved very easily. And, and I hope they can retain this sensitivity and vulnerability throughout their career, because it's very rare, it's very rare. Like,
right.
for Radhika is here, my colleague. We worked together on the film, and, we saw 70 auditions for
Yeah,
Kabir's role. And for why we sort of jumped at the thought of Skand was because he could hold silences so well between uh, dialogues. People think dialogue bazi is
yeah.
acting, but
This
Skand's pauses,
pauses.
itna
Yeah,
ठहराव था. It's very rare in this generation to have that kind of thing. And Tanya, the dignity and the integrity that she brings to her
right.
performance is something that Meher needed and Meher couldn't do without. So, it was really like, for me, it was such a learning experience to just see Skand and Tanya both bring such purity to their performance and to the film. I'm just really lucky to be able to have worked with the two
Yeah,
of them.
now we can't imagine like somebody else. Like it is so
Yeah,
well done.
yay! So happy. Yeah, they are Meheran. They also yeah, yeah. Both of them are like Skand is someone who feels a lot much like Kabir, and then you see Kabir's
Yeah.
character, that graph. Skand found most of it himself. Most of the graph he found himself. The silences, the pauses, the smiles, all of that he found himself. It was so lovely.
Just before that dialogue, just before the song, like Ishq Mastana, he starts singing like that vulnerable moment. That is the like
In the truck.
character transition of no, just before that,
Oh,
before
where he
like
says
he
कि
like I
biryani
don't know,
or
maybe I'm
gaming ke
uninf
alawa.
yeah. That is like he
Yeah.
has done it so beautifully. Like this was
Yeah, yeah. No, no, he's and we workshopped before the shoot, and Sheena Khalid, who's a very dear friend, and really, really, really talented theater director. She did the workshops with Tanya and Skand, and it was just so lovely because the script kept getting deeper and finding more meaning and everything. And that moment, I remember when we cracked it in the rehearsals, it was quite raw, and the rehearsals was 3 days before the shoot, and then they kept that rawness and that feeling so alive and so thing to the shoot, because bar bar take kar,
yes,
it's very rare. I'm telling you, it's very rare what Tanya and Skand have, the purity and the genuineness that they can
yes.
bring to. Hi, friends saying hi. Abhijit, how are you doing? Thank you. Super.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Super. It
So I
was रैप करें
it was
फिर
yeah, it was like
आपके भी
very
फोन
lovely
कॉल्स आ रहे
experience.
हैं likewise
Luckily, yeah. It
likewise it was
was
lovely
lovely.
chatting with you. ये हार्ट्स आ रहे हैं
So
ना, पीछे से ऐसे हार्ट्स आ रहे हैं और मुझे लग रहा है मेरे पीछे कहीं से धुआं निकल रहा है ना, लाइक ये अगरबत्ती ये जलाई मैंने कहाँ से, ये सब नया नया है ना. सरोवर भाई,
it is
you so
all hearts.
cute. So
That's
sweet.
what I told you. Like this session is going to be that way, like complimenting you over Ishq Mastana. Like
Arey, they are all my friends. Don't fall for it.
no, no.
No, but there are lots of other people. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a lot of love and hearts, and thank you so much for watching the film and loving it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay,
It
bye
was
bye.
great
Thank you
chatting
for
with you.
joining
Take
us.
care and all the best with your platform, and all congratulations on your magazine. It was lovely
Thank
chatting.
you.
ये गायब हो जाएगा क्या?
Thank you.
ये चैट गायब हो जाएगा क्या?
Yeah,
हमारे
no, it will be
you'll
there. I'll say that.
okay, okay.
Okay, bye
Sometimes
bye. Thank you.
buas and masis call na to say कि क्या हो रहा है दिखाओ, तो I'll just forward this to my bua. ठीक है?
Sure. I will send you. Okay,
Okay.
bye bye.